Right, well here I am in my garage on Saturday the 7th of July. The long-term test of the stepper motor is still carrying on as per usual. Dick has said that he wants to do a test of elastic securing the sails on Woodstock, and he said, you've got a leaf blower, so could you have a look at it and see what kind of wind speed it will produce. Well, I've got this thing here. I was going to sell it, but I'll see if I can get it going. Right, well, I think if I can get this started, I should be able to balance it like that and then measure the draft. I suppose I'm supposed to do it like this, aren't I? Ah. 12 mph at this distance over a short area, perhaps not covering the full length of both sails. Right, well here we are in my garden, and this is Dick doing some amazing thing. He will tell you what it is, because I'm buggered if I know.
Being one of the wind zephyrs, or whatever they call them. I'm trying to see if we can measure a level of A, power that the sails may generate from different angles, and B, what load is on the sheets for both the jib and the mainsail, to see how we might set that using a bungee, whether the pressure is greater when the wind is directly from the side like this than it is when it's close hauled like this.
It certainly should be, shouldn't it, on the boom?
On the boom, yeah. The idea being that if we could add a bungee or replace into the sheet line, or replace it with a bungee, that we could have the sail sheeted in more, both sails sheeted in more for close hauled, and then if the wind comes more from the beam, that the bungee would allow it to naturally swing out more. But it's only a theory, so we're going to see what we can find out. Right. So
with these fans,
on the beam there, it's
right, we can it definitely manages to push it tight.
Yeah. However, the jib is struggling to.
Yeah, what is going? Just.
Right. It's not really.
Now, I'm supposed to be measuring this force in this direction by
no,
a mysterious method.
What you're doing with your hand, but I'm supposed to be on that side where you are as well. So the plan is that I'd be round here. Your arm would be replaced with a string and spring balance.
Yes.
I'd apply the wind like this.
The force is going to be nowhere near adequate, though, is it?
Is it going to be unmeasurable? I was relying on your spring balance, but I don't know whether it's. It almost needs to be microscopic, doesn't it?
Yes. You can come and give it broadside on. I'm basically measuring A, nothing, and B, the mass of the boat, rather than
the effect of the wind.
yes. Shall we try the
Leaf blower.
leaf blower, see what that does?
Yeah.
Nearly start. Right, well this is completely mad. If we've got the boat delicately suspended between two strings.
And this string has a spring balance on it.
Yes. So start this leaf blower again.
It might-
Oh, I've ruined it by walking into the... is it right still or what?
Yeah, that's all right. And I'm just going to.
Are you sure that, because it's now probably, actually hasn't.
That's okay.
Right.
I mean, it's slack, so it's not putting any pressure on it, but that's slack.
Well, I can move.
No, we don't. We want to measure no pressure on it,
Yes.
and then some pressure on it. But
You're ready to rock then?
let me just see if I can. I'm going to see if I can photograph it as much as the reading. Hang on. I just press that button, I think. Oh, hang on. That. Did that give a... No, it's not in focus. It's the trouble about these things, you can't focus them.
Do you want pencil and paper?
No, well, no, I think I'll remember. But I just thought if it's photographed as well, it would be good. I'll eat that one. It's a pity that's not. But I think if it's like. No, it won't. Let's try that. Sorry about
Well,
that.
wake me up when you're ready.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, is that recorded?
It's recording all the time.
Edit that bit out.
You need to speak up though, because I can't hear a thing anyway.
Right.
Do you want a proper camera with a macro lens? So I've got several in the house.
No.
You could use pencil and paper, you know.
One of the problems is when I happen to get my T-shirt reflecting off it, I can read the dial quite clearly.
Yes.
But I've got to stand in just the right position for my T-shirt to be. Reflecting off it,
yes.
You see. I've only got to move a little bit and
yes.
then. So that's kind of like
okay.
More or less on it. Anyway, let's give it a shot.
What Dick has got here is a long piece of elastic coming from the boom through here, back through this thing and back up again, and so that it kind of holds the boom central but allows it to move off centre up to the limit of the sheets under a certain force. Right, you're on.
Okay.
This thing is mad!
Oh, right, now, where's our bit of string gone?
We should have
A warning.
overhead cable.
You broke it.
Right, so it went out about, the boom went across about an inch, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we need much weaker elastic. Well, that was a test that Dick and I did recently. Part of it was probably sort of empirically verifying sine theta in a very inaccurate manner. But what we did succeed in testing out one thing, which is that by moving the leaf blower around from a luffing position straight ahead until we could see the sails were working properly, we decided that this boat can sail at best at 65 degrees to the wind. And that's when the sails are pulled in with the elastic. If we let them out to the normal 30-degree angle that we normally have them at when we're just using a sheet rather than a bungee cord, then it was 75 degrees. So we're going to use a figure of 65 degrees for our tacking logic to be on the safe side, and maybe we'll see if we can find some thinner bungee cord, because it wasn't really moving much in that wind, was it? Before we did all this playing with the leaf blower, we'd actually had another test on Bray Lake with the PID controller for the rudder with an integral item in it, and that was quite successful. But as ever with Bray Lake videos, it's a pain to edit it, and so I haven't yet done that. But that's in the pipeline. And also in the pipeline is some work that Dick and I have been doing on his Ventus wind direction and speed sensor, with a view to putting it on the top of the mast for test purposes, because on Bray Lake the wind really changes quickly and by substantial amounts because of thermals or whatever. So we feel that we need to know the wind all the time in order to evaluate what's actually happening. Anyway, that's all in the pipeline, and thanks very much for watching.